It was day like any other until bam, I was caught red-handed skipping classes. Extra classes to be precise, which had been assigned to me because apparently my marks were too low to breathe freely in society. But skipping classes? That was my craft that I have sharpened throughout the every single day until one day I got caught. The teacher tried calling my mom and obviously I gave her the number. But with one tiny alteration of change in the last digit. I know, the classic. For a few seconds I felt untouchable, equality among bullets, but then eventually she figured it out and then told me that she'll find my actual number somehow and then call it up, and then I'm bound to be beaten at home by my parents. So parental wrath was looming upon my existence for the 2 days of potential doom, because the 2 days after that were holidays, so I gotta be at home and the phone could ring at any time until the phone rang. Cring, cring. Yep, it was just some friend probably, though. It wasn't my teacher, luckily. 2 days passed and nothing. Yeah, I survived. That same week, me and two other monkeys, the three of us, decided to explore an abandoned building near school. Tall, towering, possibly a dozen floors, maybe 20. Details are irrelevant when adrenaline peaks, We climbed to the top, to the water storage tank and all that, and clicked photos like idiots, but guess what? Fear was minimal, but the fun, we had some real good fun out there, right? Okay? You could see the city sprawling beneath us at that moment. We could have that, scenery. I felt untouchable again, but this time with no bullets involved. Later, I wandered into the army grounds. There, I found a former classmate. Now, at a different school he has shifted the schools, but together we trespassed into an area where retired officers played golf. Absolutely legal violations everywhere, forbidden and restricted, where civilians like us weren't allowed at all. Perfect. But then we met an officer, a Chinese head with a small smile. 10 minutes of dangerous conversation for the government, and suddenly the museum inside was ours to explore. Yep, he said to tell nobody, so I am telling nobody, of course. He even handed us a treat. Said goes like this, so I delivered it to my sister. Yuppie, but she didn't like it, by the way. Anyhow, Teacher's Day arrived, finally. I decided to play a dangerous game. Instead of fear, I chose mischief. I made a drawing of my teacher with a cat avatar. Below it, I wrote, "Thanks for not calling my parents," And below that, I wrote, "Don't forget to call yours and check their whereabouts." Basically telling her to call her parents and us their whereabouts. You get me. Mischief, charm, and revenge were all brawling into this brothel to get... I don't know what I'm saying. I was going to deliver it, but it was aborted. Our plan, that is, cause fate had other plans. I overslept by 20 minutes. I got late, okay? And I was already late, so uniform? Not on me. Bags? Not on me. I wore my armor for the day. A one-piece shirt and a casual pants. I made it to school. In a civilian guise, zero attachments. I finally got to school. I found a hole in the school boundary net and entered it from there. But you might ask, what about the main gate? Why did not you go from the main gate to the school? Well, it was closed, of course, but I still tried it, okay? I claimed I was collecting a mark sheet and they let me in. I told them that I've changed schools now. They did not even check it, man. And I went to the office area, and from the office area I was just going to the classes. But in between I was challenged by a staff member. He said that that's not the place where you get the mark sheets, of course. And then I have to get out of the school and then go to this garden behind the school, and near it get through this hole in the school boundary near the ground. It's net boundary, so I went in through the hole, of course. Anyways, continuing, I improvised and dodged and survived this whole situation. And inside the school itself, chaos reigned everywhere, okay? Teachers' Day, it was, and dances. The Teachers' Day dances, seniors cosplaying teachers, students performing perfect camouflages. And my drawings gift? Delivered. She laughed, mission accomplished. I delivered the gift. She laughed, success. Right? Right? But that's not all. The real fun began at night. Yep, I sneaked into school at night as well. Well, it's a story of another day, but I'll still discover it in this one. So I was alone, I slipped through some same paths, classrooms, forbidden corridors, and locked doors became my playground because I was all alone, you know. I went into the school from the same net hole. Wanted fixing that freaking hole, man. But anyhow, that's basically it. There is also another place which is behind my school. There is a garden, and from that garden I can also go into school. Yeah, I have to climb the boundary and all that, but it still works, you know. Anyways, now for getting into school all alone at night, I clicked some photos from windows, explored, and felt the thrill of trespassing unchallenged. You know, did I got into any cameras? Probably yes, I did, because I was roaming around cameras and in front of them. So yeah, I probably did got into them, but they probably just thought I was a worker there or something. I don't know, but I surely got caught in one of them. All right, risk. Absolutely, there was risk, man. But the fun was maximum. I really had a lot of fun at that time. Okay, days later, I brought a friend with me. We spotted a janitor tossing trash that time. If he noticed us, death by humiliation was pondering upon us. But ran till our breaths, and we just, like ran out of there as fast as we could, and got out of the school and all that. Well, Survivor was absolute, the crown jewel of my school adventures. Strategy, improvisation, and calculated chaos, skipping classes, sneaking through forbidden areas, dodging authority figures, and exploiting loopholes. Always one step ahead I was. School was never just school for me. It was a battlefield, and I was the king. And yes, all of this could have gone wrong in a second. A single misstep and a wrong look on the camera flash. But that's the art of chaos. That's the thrill. That's the living dangerously while laughing at the system. Because at the end of the day, chaos is a ladder, and I climbed it like a pro. Okay, aside the big pride top sarcasm, I just did it for fun, and guess it was freaking fun. And at the end of the day, if you do it, you just gotta have the heart for it, I guess. Really did have fun at the time. I don't see it as, fear-based pride moments, but rather just the moments that I had fun, and I really like it. I really love it, man. For sure, though. And yeah, that's it, I guess.